Hello everyone, this is Otaku Showboat. Welcome to the stream. Today is Monday, August 26th, 2019. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, I have just recorded a announcement section. So be sure to go watch that to get the beginning of this stream and to see some rather important announcements. Also, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you're so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live. Going forward, next week, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter at OtakuShowboat, and visit my website at otakushowboat.com. There is, I think, yes, a Pycol processing update. It looks like a whole bunch of other stuff's getting updated too. Pycol processing is just getting, like, aesthetic changes to animation speed of things. So, that's fine. Let's go to the actual full screen game. I have the kitty sleeping next to me. Yeah, trying to sleep anyway if I continue petting him. Yeah, pretty baby. Pretty babe. So yeah, I am moving to a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday stream schedule next week, starting next week, and that will be pretty much in perpetuity, in order to give myself more time to make YouTube-specific content as well as make additional content for my website, improve my social media presence, do more networking on, or like be active on the Factorio forums, stuff like that, as well as write like additional content for my website and write an ebook that I plan on continuing to write. I technically started the process of writing this ebook last night, and it's definitely something that I gave a lot of thought about doing. Like, what sort of book could I write if I were to write an ebook? And I was thinking, well, there's what I was educated on, which is trace fossils, biology, geology type stuff, and, well, frankly, I don't have enough education to really write anything with authority there. And then there's what I've been doing for the past 8 years, which is making video content for YouTube. And then there's, of course, the fact that I have lost over 170 pounds on a ketogenic diet. So I could speak with some authority to losing weight on a ketogenic diet and make an ebook on that. I technically have already done that. I just need to edit that book, and at this point, now that it's been sitting for a while on my hard drive, actually go back and rewrite most of it, most likely, to be something a little bit better. So I've actually got, this would be my second book, quote-unquote, that I'm writing. I never did, as I hit my mic, I never did release that first book on my keto journey, so that might be another thing that I can think about, but for now, it's Pyanodon stream day. Let's get to it. It's been half an hour. Let's actually stream for the whole time. I was like, really? What's taken so long? So last time I decided that I wanted to set up something a little bit bigger and more permanent in regards to the power setup here. I'm gonna make landfill out of the stone that I currently have, because I don't think this is really going to work. This isn't really going to work. Why will this not work so well? It's partly because the amount of water flowing through these things, I can't really do a 6x6 or a 6x4 here. That makes things incredibly awkward, because I need to have a closed loop every 3. A closed loop water system for every 3 of these. So what I'm thinking, I will cut and paste and put like gaps in between these types of things. I have to decide where I want other stuff to be. See, this is why I wanted a bit more landfill. Okay, and then I have to disconnect water. Alright. That will help somewhat. In the spacing, anyway. So then I need to grab that, do this. Oh, I don't have any undergrounds anymore. Interesting. There we go. That, as they say, is that. So what does this allow for? This allows for easier access via belt. To the various lines. For the Coke. So say hello to the Coke lines here. And of course, there'd be a Coke line right here. I will need to feed this in through the power of long-handed inserters. Undecided or unknown if I need more than one. Do I need more than one? I don't think I technically do. Oh, that's facing the wrong direction. And then down here, same thing. Then add power poles and all that good stuff throughout the thingies. Autosave is autosaving. So yeah, I have lots of schemes and plans going forward for the whole of the brand, shall we say. It is the whole of the brand that needs to grow, and hopefully by doing these changes, I will be better able to continue to grow the brand and all of that good stuff so that I can allow it to financially support me in multiple ways outside of just Twitch or outside of just YouTube. By being able to write this ebook, it will be a book that will be for sale, and it will not be exorbitantly expensive either. I don't plan on such a thing to be absorbently expensive. Probably about $5, $4.99 is probably going to be the price point of this little baseline guide that I will write, regardless of how long it ends up being. I think $4.99 will probably be that ideal price point. I have to actually look, because if the thing's going to be on Amazon, there's a certain price point that the revenue... There's like a magical price point that the revenue split changes with Amazon on releasing ebooks. If I even release it through Amazon, that's another thing entirely. But yeah, anyway, so that's like the idea here, is making a little baseline guidebook that will help to give some, shall we say, baseline income that will help allow me to take more time to devote to streaming in the end. Because that's what it's all going to be for. That is the purpose, I think, is to help me to get enough of a baseline level of income that will allow me to do more streaming of what I enjoy. So, anyway, that's all going to require me to not be streaming on specific days. In this case, I will be taking off Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays so I can devote more time to other forms of growth and being able to, you know, earn money. That sounds like a great idea, you know, earning money through various sources. Anyway, just setting this up. I've got the coke in now. I just need to hook up the water and the hydrogen as my bots bring me things. Now, the great thing about the previous way that I had this as I ended off last time was that it was easy to hook up the hydrogen lines. Now it's a little bit more difficult. Just a little bit more difficult to hook up the hydrogen lines, because now I have to do something along the lines of this. There we go. That's that one. I don't think the spacing is consistent up here. There we go. Come on, there we go. So there's the hydrogen. Now I need the 6 closed water loops. 8 closed water loops. Excuse me. 8 closed water loops. I'm gonna need a lot more of my Mark II cooling towers, aren't I? Because every 3 is 1,000. So I think it's... How many? There's going to be 3 of these per closed loop. I'm going to need a spot for this. I don't think this is going to be enough space to do 18. 3 by 6. I want to try to keep this somewhat squared off, though. So maybe I do try to have this up here. If I can fit 6, then I only really need 3 lines. Oh god dang it on that spacing. Then you have to be... Alright, and then I can compact this. Ugh. Seriously. Well, that's what these are for. Oh, right. Fooge. There, that'll do it. Oh, but then... Ah! That'll do it. Didn't want to have to do this, but we're doing it anyway. Oh goodness. Okay. Might have a little trouble getting the pipes in from this, but meh. 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 Meh, 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 meh. Don't think it'll matter too much. I can shift this over a bit. That won't be too big of an issue. In fact, that's probably going to be what I just do. Is shift this over to here. And there we go. It has been shifted. Oh great, no more niobium pipes on me. There's that. And then this needs to go out. To there. That connects the water up from that. Where's the... So, this... Well, this is steam either way, but it needs to hook up to that. And then this water will hook up there. Oh, joy. Oh, bliss. Now, how am I going to get the steam here? And here? Wait. Wait, that was cut? No. Ugh. Anyway. That can go out far. That can go out far. This one, however... There we go. That'll be that steam. Oh boy, I'm realizing that this is just half. This is just half the effort. Half the work. Then there's the other half. That would also need to be piped in. Oh joy. Oh joy. Pipe spaghetti. Gotta love that pipe spaghetti. Pipe getty. This hooks up to that. This. How will you hook up? To this one. This is also steam. And then the water here goes to this water. And then the water and that's steam. The water here goes to this water. That's half. Just gonna throw that out there. That's half, I think. That's top line. That's this line. That's that. That's the top 6. That's the top 6 for these here. Wait. Wait a minute. 3? This is 1-to-1. What am I doing? What am I doing? If this is 1-to-1, it would be significantly easier if I had set this up so that I had them, like, right in front of each other, but meh. That means... No, I don't need 18, I need 24. Need the same amount as I need here, not 18. That means I'm short. And that this is not a good spot for these. Oh, great. Beautiful, wonderful, magnificent. Well. That means I'm just gonna cut this. Thanks, bots, for stealing my stuff. Cut it, and it's better off down here, I guess. Much better off down here. I suppose, or somewhere over here. This will work. This will work because I say it will work. This is outside of... No, it's within construction range. Good. Hey, buddies, trying to steal my stuff. And take it down to a, They're trying to take things down to a, thing. To a thing! A thingy. Down to a storage chest that is way down out in the middle of nowhere. Speaking of storage chests, how about you actually... Where are they? How about you actually give me some? Like, bring me the red pages. Okay, this is... Yeah, water, that'll need to be there, but this water will go here. That is... that, as they say. Oh, and then it's so much easier when the orientation is like this. Wow, that is actually so much easier. Not so much easier here, though, because I will need to go down and then over on that. There we go. That's that, and that just leaves hooking you up. And there we go. That's all that done. And should be... different fluids. Oh. Right. Well, fortunately, that is possible now. Wait, you're not being used because you're coming from there. You're there. You are all in use. Alright. That is, as they say, that. That is as they say that. Next. Do I have any tanks? Tanks, but no tanks. Great. Great. No tanks. No tanks exist. Where are you going? Dudes. I'm getting more and more dudes stuck out there, by the way. Doink. Show me everything. Show me all of my drones that are trying to cross and can't. I don't think... Are they making it at least halfway? Maybe. Not here. They're not making it halfway. Because I was thinking if I could put charging station right here, they might be able to make it, but I don't think that's going to be good enough. So yeah, I'm probably just going to have to get some landfill and put stations to charge out there. I'm not going to worry about that immediately, though. What I am going to worry about immediately is getting some 4000L tanks. Here. 4K tanks. Give me my 4K tanks. I need... Yeah, 10 should be fine. I need 8. 8 4K tanks. Eight beautiful 4K tanks. Thank you for bringing me things. Let's get power in. Let's not hook it up to this. This is going to be internal power. Internally based power. There we go. That, as they say, is that. It's evening, so we're draining accumulator charge. Do we have enough accumulator charge? Solar panels declining, declining, declining. I think we're good. Still. For now, anyway. Oh, don't need that many. I should probably make some portable solar panels. It's not like I don't have the solar panels to make more portable solar panels. Or the steel or the circuit 2s. Alright, we have all of this. Now I need to do the turbines. Because 24 is 2 full throughput pipes. And I need... Ah, good. I need how many combustion turbines? Combustion turbines do 60 per second. So what is 2400 divided by 60, it is 40! 40. So yeah, 4 times as many as what I currently have, or 3 times as many, whatever. 40 combustion turbines. How many do I actually have? 20 more. I'm 10 short. Where are these gonna live? That is a good question. Where will these live? Hi! Hello. I am finishing up this power setup today. Showing me my red... the circuit 2s? Yeah, I can show you circuit 2s. Circuit 2s are really, really, really big. Let's see, where even... So circuit 2s are here. I'm doing productivity modules in them at the moment, which you can only get after getting circuit 2s, but whatever. So chip shooter machines here at the end, resistor 2s with ferrochromium alloy in, and cermet in, and the boric acid in, the thingies here, resistor 1s. So you need resistor 1s to make resistor 2s, so the resistor 1s are here with their coke and tin and glass that they need. Then down here, it's... What are these? Well, it's these. It's these guys going in. And they take tin, cable, and aluminium plate, as well as the version 1s with ceramics and tin plates. Then these guys, out of melamine resin and ferrite. I'm bottlenecked on my ferrite at the moment. And tin cables again. These version 1s out of the copper cables and ceramics, as usual. And then tin cables, copper cables, transistors out of melamine resin, nylon, and p-doped silicon. Yes, and heavy N silicon and light N silicon. For reference, circuit 2s are huge. Microchips out of cermets and plastic, and p-doped silicon, and light N-doped silicon, and copper cables and tin plates. Big line of that, all productivity moduled. More cables. Diodes are big, a big part of this because they need rare earth oxides, as well as even more cermet, more p-doped silicon, more nylon, vacuum, light N-doped silicon, and tin plates. Ferrite is iron oxide plus zinc plus nichrome, unfortunately, which is the bottleneck right now here. The iron oxide, you get some waste material for the iron oxide out of the rare earth oxide processing chain, but it's basically iron and nitrobenzene for the iron oxide. The nitrobenzene is being made like way further down the bus. Heavy N doped silicon, rare earth oxide plus silicon wafers. Light N doped silicon is silicon wafers plus phosphine and etching solution. P-doped silicon is wafers plus zinc acetate. Zinc acetate is from zinc plates and acetic acid. Acetic acid is from methanol and carbon dioxide. I am making methanol via methane, hot air, and titanium tetroxide and copper. The silicon wafers come from silicon plus crushed quartz. plus graphite plus aramid. This is sand processing to go into silicon. Silicon itself can be made out of coal dust plus pure sand. Yeah, I'm making coal here to make coal dust, whatever. The PCB2s require, what is this? What board is this? Phenolic board plus nylon parts plus copper plus tin plates plus etching solution. The phenolic board is fiberboard plus sodium hydroxide plus bakelite plus ammonia. Bakelite, which is only used for the phenolic boards, and the phenolic boards are only used for the PCB2s. Bakelite comes from boron trioxide or whatever the heck it is. It's the solid boron thing that's used for the green science boron thing. Organic matter. And that's it. So I have organic matter processing plus the boron to make the bakelite. Through all of this, I have lard and the stuff to make the lard. The lard is going down and into etching solution. I've got my hydrogen peroxide here that's used for something. That's used in the etching solution. So etching solution is phosphoric acid plus sulfuric acid plus hydrogen peroxide plus lard to make etching solution. The hydrogen peroxide is here. It is made out of anthraquinone. And that's it. It's just anthraquinone in and hydrogen peroxide out here. Anthraquinone is aromatics and liquid nitrogen, and this is not chromium, or is it? This is chromium. And then the optical fiber, which is also needed, is made out of a big chain of like various different niobium iron coatings, Kevlar from nylon, and whatever the heck this is called again. Whatever acronym this is, PPD, I think, or something or other, made out of chlorine, nitrobenzene, and ammonia. Copper cladding made out of copper and cores, cladding and stuff to go into these cores out of aramid. The aramid into this. The cores here, glass cores with silver and sulfur and all that, and that is where that all began. The liquid nitrogen needs gasoline. Gasoline I'm making with, or no, that's not gasoline. Gasoline is here. Gasoline is being made with heavy oil, water, and hot air. How long did it take me to finish this? Let's not talk about that. Weeks. Several weeks. Like, there's a reason why I took the time to go instead and do all of my various ore processing chains. Like, lead to silver. Yeah, so all the way back down, you've got this TPA. TPA is used somewhere up here. Somewhere. I even have my molybdenum chain my titanium tetroxide here, right under the gasoline. I think that just about covers it. And then I've got my nitrobenzene all the way down right here. This is the nitrobenzene. The nitrobenzene is benzene plus ammonia plus sulfuric acid to get nitrobenzene. So there's that. The benzene, I don't even know where my benzene is coming from anymore. I don't know where I have set that up fully. Here's benzene. Benzene from tailings being processed into coal water slurry fuel that is then being made into benzene by adding aromatics. So that's my benzene. I'm using some of it to make propene up here, I think. No, not even. Not even. I'm not even using this for that. I'm using it for this. Cumene. That's what I'm using it for. Cumene. By adding phosphoric acid plus benzene, giving me cumene and I think that's it. Yeah, cumene into phenol, and then phenol gives acetone that I'm currently killing. But that's part of the nylon. So here's the nylon chain, which includes my zip here. So how much power does the whole base consume? I don't know, like 7-ish hundred megawatts at the moment. 700-ish megawatts. So you can think of my circuit 2 chain sort of as beginning here. Actually, technically down here, like right here. From the moment I finish green science, up to here. Up to right here. That's my circuit 2s. So right here to here. To right under here. I don't need this anymore. That's not where I'm making those anymore. I have no idea. I have no idea. Pyanodon said before, but anyway. Moving along. I've gotten some of these. I now need to do 40. Fortunately, I can just do 2 sets of 20. And that will be that, as they say. Now, where do I want it? Probably best up here. Big line going to the right. Ooh, in fact, this is easy. Yeah, this is super simple. Getting the combustion mixture out. Yeah, that is highly convenient. Pyanodon is good at doing research. That's my take. That Pyanodon is simply decent at doing research. Alright, 2 lines of 20. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Gonna be good. Need that gone. Need this up 1. Or 2, actually. 2, 3, really? 1, 2, 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Really? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's make this easier by having a 1 gap space. Oh hey, thanks for bringing them to me. It's because I'm requesting them still. That's why they are coming to me. That's why they are coming to me. So, yeah. Red circuits, the circuit 2s, are a huge... Like, they're the main stopping point for most people playing Pyanodon's mods. As soon as they get to circuit 2s and they see what's involved in circuit 2s, most people quit. That's just the nature of things at this point in time. They just stop. Why do they stop? Because they start here with this, with my Zapier processing, and it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes until you finally are able to make some circuit 2s after weeks of figuring it out. Now, if you've already done it before, I'm sure it doesn't take quite as long, but if you've not done it before, it takes a while. It takes quite some time. I do need these last ones. By the way, how much power is this? So, 56.1 times 40 times whatever the temperature of this would end up being. I think it's 520 C. I think it's 520, yeah. So times 0.52. Oh, you know, it's just a gigawatt. You know, casual 1.16 gigawatt. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the 72 megawatts. So 1.2 gigawatts. Do I know if PyBlock is playable? It should be. I take that back. It is probably made a lot more difficult by the fact that the ground boring recipes changed to use drilling fluid at this point in time. It's likely a lot harder because they use drilling fluid now for various things. Because I don't know exactly what tech... What is the level of tech? Alright, so drilling fluid 1 is red science. So you should be fine. You should be fine, actually, with PyBlock. It's a little bit... It's made a little bit more complex by having this. Is my mod? Yes, my mod PyBorer reversion is in the mod portal, but it's not completely necessary if you're using a PyBlock game, or if you're doing a PyBlock game, because Pyanodon incorporated the changes that I was suggesting and that I was going to incorporate into my pi borer reversion mod by now allowing copper to be mined, to be ground bored out of lubricant. The progression into drilling fluid 1, 2, and 3 makes it a lot better on a pi block game, and it just adds that little bit extra complexity to it. So it should be fine. Where does the drilling fluid 2 get unlocked? Here. It's collagen, though. Green science, you should be able to get drilling fluid 2, which will allow you to do your ground boring for chromium and aluminium. With drilling fluid 1, you can get your ground boring of the iron, the tin, the lead, and the titanium, and the borax. Regular lubricant will get you copper and quartz, and technically also limestone and such. The issue is you're probably not going to want to ground bore anything until, well, in PyBlock you can get your chromium and such relatively easily in the quenching tower recipes that it adds in the beginning of the game, so that's fine. Don't need to worry too much about that, but if you do want better control over the individual ore types, just know that you won't really want to do a major transition into ground boring until you do hit green science and you can do ground boring of chromium. So you can get your ground boring of chromium plus the boring of iron, which way more than provides enough materials to feed the drill heads for everything else. Real question is, where are all of my powerhouses? I need to go forcibly make more. I want my 1.2 gigawatts. I want my 1.2 gigawatts. Let's get this going. Let's get this going, please. 1.2 gigawatts. Then, of course, I need to put power lines in to all of this. Please do not attach. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is fine. This is fine. I am okay with this. Good. Now it's hooked up to the rest of the network. I can't believe this is 1.2 gigawatts in... I mean... This doesn't look all that big to me. Like, seriously, though. It's... this. Like, I can blueprint this and copy and paste it, and everything will just work, right? I don't need that as part of this. But isn't this self-contained? It might need more thingies as part of it, but doesn't that look nice, actually? That looks actually pretty nice. I can get rid of the stuff there. And then, of course, I need to get rid of, like, the pipe that was for the molten iron stuff. That's doesn't need to be there, but yeah, this just works, right? This is 1.2 gigawatt to GW power. I like this. I like this a lot. Something I can just copy and paste wherever, whenever. Still waiting on these as well. Where is my car? Absolutely need my car. Time to forcibly make some additional electrolyzers, powerhouse Mark IIs, and high pressure furnace Mark IIs. Oh, but first, clearly we're not done yet. Clearly we are not done yet. I know I made that blueprint, but I'm just about to delete it because I actually am forgetting something rather important, and that is the water tanks. The water tanks are incredibly important to this. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then you... right there. Water tanks are incredibly important. And I will need to, of course, fill these water tanks. Oh, wait. Oops. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. I want to have the tanks on the network. So, yeah, stuff is going to start moving now. A little bit. Alright, you can die. I want to fill it to over halfway on my water tanks. Ugh. Ugh. Over halfway. Are these wells from Piemods? No. This is the Stone Water Wells mod. I know it's a little weird that you don't get any water well type things in Piemods base. When you consider that Bob's has water wells as well. I need to do tank. Where my tank? Where be tank? Ugh, this is gonna be a little bit awkward. Just a little awkward how I've done this. Alright, this will be how it's done. These will be in line, basically, and then I'll just figure out ways to fill them. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. 17, 18, 19, 20. Take that away. Take that away. That's gonna be weird. Weird and strange and strange and weird. Oh, yeah, even better. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ah, you're starting Pi Block. Yeah, it's... I have tried playing Pi Block. It is unique. It is not actually particularly slow. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do this instead. Let's do this instead. Let's fill and have both of these tanks fill. Oh, you need to eject. Last thing we need is to have too much water. Yeah, these will even out just fine. Yeah, last thing we need is too much water. Oh. I'm a dunce. That's not even the correct thingy. What is the correct thingy, then? Down. Down here? Alright, well then. Sure, your tank will be... here. Like, sure, there's your tank. Way up there. Way up there for your tank. And it's moving things. Things are moving. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. That's... a lot. Hmm. Huh. What's consuming that much power? It was over 100 megawatts there. That is a little bit more than what I am currently making in solar total. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I know why it was spiking that high. It was charging the accumulators. That's why it was spiking that high. Hey, kitty. Yeah, shake, shake, shake. It was charging the accumulators. That's why it was spiking that high. Okay, here comes some of the coal dust to come in and give a little bit extra power out of that. Yay! Then over time, as more powerhouses come in, everything will be awesome. Everything will be awesome. Yeah, I will take all these guys. Can't believe it's 1.2 gigawatts? Sheesh. For this? All of that? 1.2 gigawatts? Glorious gigawatts? I think that's a little bit better than these guys. Than these guys. I think even space-wise, if I put... like, if 1.2 gigawatts worth of these versus this amount of space, so this amount of space versus however many of these would fit in this amount of space, it looks like it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's be reasonable and say 10 of this could fit here. If 10 could fit here, then yeah, this would still be equivalent. Ish. Roughly equivalent space-wise, but meh. Whatever. Next, I was going to forcibly make the Mark II powerhouses and electrolyzers. That's what I was going to do. Forcibly recruit. Mark. Circuit boards, circuit boards, circuit boards. Give me circuit board 2s, please. Or have I not pilfered my circuit board 2s yet? I have been pilfering my circuit board 2s in a lot of places. Pretty sure I need at least a few more of these. You. Dang it. You. Hey, give me those. And those. And those. And those. Whoa. Hold up. Yeah, no. Requesting over 500 circuit 2s. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Thanks. 450? Yeah, no. Alright, let's go forcibly make some powerhouse 2s. You're the powerhouses. Yes, yes, you are the powerhouses. And electrolysis 2s. Go gadget electrolyzers. Electrolyzers, do your thing. And eventually construction bots will come and pick all of these up and go place them. I need a lot more electrolyzers than anything else though, so yeah, definitely want to have all the circuits in there. I'd rather be limited on these advanced small parts than on anything else. And then these guys, let's actually make the limit 3 spaces. You are continuously moving, which is great. And the powerhouses are all ordered to be picked up. Good. So my construction bots should be able to head over and finish this up for me. I will, though, definitely need to get and prioritize the crafting of efficiency modules next. So I do need to go and continue looking for and pilfering any circuit 2s that are hanging about, just hanging out doing nothing for me. I have better work for them. Although it appears as if the nichrome is just the biggest bottleneck right now, is just nichrome being able to help to feed my circuit 2 addictions. Yeah, I've already grabbed all of this. here. Yep. Whoa, another thing that's requesting over 500. Yeah, how about not? How about not? You there. Yes. Aw. Stuff. Things. Take things away, please. So that I can steal more stuff. Yeah, that'd be great. Please allow me to steal the various things. How you looking? Ooh. Yeah. I like. Now let's go forcibly make a whole bunch of efficiency modules. I need tens of thousands of efficiency modules. They are down here. You, bro, actually should also be requesting a mark. Yeah, these. All of these should have that. Thanks. There you go. There you go. Keep on making them. Make them faster. Make them lots faster, please. Should I put speed modules in a Yes. Yes, I should. Speed modules in my efficiency module creating machine. Ooh. Hello. I like landfill. Yes, please, give me some of my landfill. How many short am I? 672. Short by 670 on the efficiency modules. Yeah, gonna be short by a lot more than that, to say the least. Don't even need those there. Break those, please. See, going into nighttime. Oh. Where are these four connected? Why are there four? Where are there four? Oh, it's these. These are connected to these four. Am I okay with that? Like, really, am I okay with that, actually? I think I might just be okay with that. Have a little bit of overlap. It'll never death spiral to 0, which is all I care about. Like, it'll never positive feedback loop to 0, even if I have those few items connected. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are the most important ones, by the way, to do the efficiency modules on. Just getting the electrolyzers. Oh, I have all of the electrolyzers now. I am one shy Are you kidding me? There it is. Like, what? One? One shy? How are you one shy? Alright, so everything has been crafted and created here. You are unfortunately too full. Or are you? We are backed up on the stuff. The combustion mixture, so I think we're actually good. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. This is a full tank, but it's connected here, and we are not backed up on Steam. Oh no, what? Which one? You. Oh, you are backed up on water, so... of course, that just means I have to break this. Replace it. That voids the water, by the way. I could have just placed a sinkhole as well. Water well, water well, water well. Where are the water wells? Why? 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 I'll leave it as is. So, up to 1.2 gigawatts is a thing. That is a thing. Up to 1.2 gigawatts. Oh, they keep bringing me efficiency modules. Isn't that handy? Yep. Keep on efficiencing. I'd rather these be at 180 versus 900 kilowatts as they begin to move. Okay, now that this project is done and dusted for the most part, it is time to move on to the lead ground boring. Oh, you're not even being used. You're not even being used. Cool. So, lead boring. I will need, obviously, some acetylene to do lead boring. Acetylene, more acetylene. How much acetylene is the question of the day. Also, I need my ground borers, please. So, lead ore. 3 ground borers for 15 per second on the lead ore. Consuming 0.75 drill heads per second, 150 lubricant per second, and 150 per second of acetylene. So 150 on acetylene. Also, hello, issue. Hello, issue. Issue. Yeah, that would come in handy. I haven't actually hooked this lubricant up to anything now, have I? I haven't actually hooked this lubricant up to a lubricant line. That would be helpful if I were to actually do that. Where is my lubricant line? Primary lubricant line. Primary lube. I should have lube. Coming down. There it is. There be lube. Over there. How do I want to route this? I need to go from here to here. Probably easier to connect. Well, I will, of course, be able to connect this way. So that's all of that. Remember, this is 300-ish. Then I can just bring this over like so, I hope. And there we go, 300-ish more lube. More lube! More lube is required. This will help on the chromium for now, until I finish setting up the drilling fluid 2. Once I set up the drilling fluid 2, I'm gonna, like, then go around and I will disable my mod, I will break the pipe of the lube here, bring down the drilling fluid 2 to feed this, and bring the drilling fluid 1 over to feed the lead as well. So now that I have that connected, acetylene. How am I going to do the acetylene? Probably... Oh, I'm forgetting. I needed to look here. Do you still need... Yes, you still need those. I'm going to need those. So we have options of using lots and lots and lots and lots of space in the form of the tholins, because tholins are space intensive, as well as pulling on raw power. It's a good thing we just added up to 1.2 gigawatts of power to the base. Gee, it's as if he had a plan to use tholins for something. The issue is I don't have nearly enough tholin plants, so I think I'm just going to do this the normal way. If I ever get some spare circuit 2s from somewhere. I'm pretty sure this has already used all of them. Yeah, about that. I need my circuit 2s, please. Please, please, I need my circuit 2s. What would have circuit 2s? You, please. Nope. Oh, wow, you're trying to request a ton. Yeah, I think I just need to go and forcibly make some nichrome. Yeah, that sounds like a thing that needs to get done. Let's get some stacks of chromium, because that's what we're ultimately limited by. Oh, right, of course, there's also, you know, the concept of making nichrome appear. There should also be a molten nichrome recipe, but I'm neither making molten chromium nor molten nickel, so I don't think that's going to matter so much. but adding nickel is a thing that I can do, and I can start making nichrome on my network and shoving it down to make the stuff. Yes, the stuff. By stuff, I mean things. By stuff, I mean ferrite. So, nickel. The dot is listening. Echoes stop. There you go. Every time I say nickel, I swear. I swear. I say nickel and it thinks I'm calling it. Stupid dot. Which is nickel. Nickel! Hello, nickel. You're all the way down there. That's a slight problem. I need to pick up one or two more stacks of the stuff and things. Where were the stuff and things? Here. Landfill. Convenient landfill. Head on down. Shouldn't be too many pipes in the way to break. He says as he is passing by pipes in the middle of things. Here we go. Nico! My limitation is absolutely not nickel, for reference. My limitation is the amount of chromium going into the ferrochromium alloy line, but I think, and because of that, I needed to get additional lubricant going in, because there wasn't enough lubricant going into my chromium to feed that ferrochromium alloy. But so now that I've hooked up that lubricant that was sitting and wasn't hooked up to anything yet, now that I've hooked that up to the main line of lubricant, I should be getting more chromium. But my chromium is also, at this point, now that it's not limited by lubricant, it should be limited by the amount of syngas. Syngas is what is needed for that. And it is going to be limited by my current production of syngas. Granted, even though it may be limited by my current production of syngas, I've sort of got a lot of coal gas to spare that I can convert into syngas, so that's not a problem. What may be a problem would be creating the acetylene for this lead. That may be a slight problem. We shall see. What I do know is I need to not be bottlenecked on my circuit 2s right now. Oh, hey, there it is. It's nichrome. It's nichrome. There is a single unit of nichrome. Making it up all the way. Oh my gosh, it's nichrome. It's nichrome! It's moving! The bottleneck is moving. I think I have other things. Another nichrome. Other things using nichrome as well that are bottlenecked. There we go. The nickel is now on the line. Do you happen to have anything of importance? specifically high pressure furnaces. No. Really? Not a single, even Mark 1 high pressure furnace on you? Dang it. You got washers, you got Mark II soil extractors, tar processing units, botanical nurseries, lots of stuff. None of the stuff that I actually need, though. Let me see. Bring me my things, minions. Bring me my things. Where's the, storage chest? Oh gosh, lots of things. Oh, hello. Hello, Starburst guys. Just landfill. You there. Couple jigs in you. Nothing of importance. Sad. So very sad. Park the car. Go out. I should have, at the very least, Mark 1 high pressure furnaces sitting around. Though I won't have Mark 2s. All my busy bees. Being busy. Has the... Nickel has not caught up yet. It is moving, though. Okay, where am I gonna do the nichrome? Do I want to do it within this mess, or just put it on somewhere in a square all to itself? I think I'm going to put it into a square all to itself. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. Or maybe share a square with... right here, with the CO2 creation. Well, this is the excess organic matter voiding location. By making sure that I always have as much carbon dioxide as I could ever desire. Oh, and it's all Mark II machines. How about not have these all be Mark II machines? Like, that seems like a bit of a waste by having those all be Mark II machines. Let's not do that. That sounds like a better plan. Nichrome, however, I think is done in one of these. I think it's done in one of these. Oh, and I'm so tempted to do fuel rods. Oop, not that. Nichrome. Oh, right, nitrogen. Nitrogen. Please. Oh, thank God. That's nice. That is nice. Countdown until Pyanodon removes the ability to have these modules in the nichrome buildings in 3, 2, 1. That's not a joke, by the way. I can already see it happening. Within hours, there will be an update to whatever mod is nichrome, Pyrot ores, to remove productivity modules from the recipe for this. I already see it happening. So, speaking of nitrogen... Nitrogen! I can make it locally. I am not bothered to make nitrogen locally. However, I need to find this one. How much nitrogen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Maybe not 8. Maybe not even 4. Maybe not even 4. Yeah, about that. About that, see? No point really in doing, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Oh, you do oxygen out. Ooh. Oh, and then I need filters. Filters. Pretty sure I'm making those. Do I have any Mark IIs available? I don't. The what? Am I not doing filters, period? Oh. Okay. So I'm not doing filters, period. That makes some degree of sense anyway. So let's do not 0 filters. Thanks. Figure out a spot with space for 4. Joy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hi, Pyanodon. Hello. Just for reference, I will be changing my stream schedule starting next week. I will only be streaming on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so that I can get other work done. Checking that lead stuff. Ha, ha, ha. So, by the way, cough, 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 Pyanodon. Where was it? Where was it? I've already lost it. Here. No. Where was I just now? Good question. Where was I? I've already lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Really, though. I'm lost. Here. Ahem. Cough. 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 Nichrome. Yeah, I announced it this morning, earlier in the stream, at the start of the stream. Today, I will be changing my schedule to only be on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, starting next week. So starting with September 1st, I will only be streaming on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so that I can get a bit more work done. Part of it is so that I can get, or have the ability, shall we say, to make things for my YouTube channel, you know, maybe some Pyanodon's mods tutorials? Cough, cough. That's a lot of nichrome. It's a lot of nichrome with productivity modules in the machines, Pyanodon. The idea is, yes, the times will not change. It'll still be 3 hours on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. But, I will be giving myself additional time to do things that are specific to the YouTube channel. I'm also going to be in the process of writing sort of like a baseline guide, I guess, a relatively short ebook about the basics of content creation for YouTube and Twitch, like how to actually do videos properly, to have a basic understanding of what is expected these days and what is needed, so that you and your personality can then go forward and multiply upon that baseline for growth and viewership and so on and so forth. So that, I'm going to be working on that and possibly doing various blogs on my website and videos about that for my channel as I go along. So I'll be working on that, as well as making more specific content to the YouTube channel. I was thinking about tutorials for the Pyanodon's mods, as well as redoing some of the older Let's Play content on my channel that isn't up to the current standards of production. So that will be a thing, and then ideally, as I'm writing this book and doing these blog posts and stuff, the audience will grow and actually give it some authority at that point. The solid plan, it's a shame that I wasn't the one to actually think about it. To think of it first. Well, the specifics is what I thought about, but the general concept of reducing the amount of stream time in order to focus more on the other aspects of the brand, that is not unique to me. That came from some... Actually, I'd come across a channel that is devoted to giving advice and to streamers to improve their audience and all of that, to grow through streaming, as well as just brand growth in general. And they do offer like coaching services and all of that. I'm not that type of a person to do that to begin with, and I'm already doing the vast majority of what they advise through their videos, but things that I wasn't already doing, things like looking into the webcam on occasion, having some nice chats where I can actually look into the webcam, having these questions of the day pop up on the streams lately, and now reducing down to 3 stream days per week in order to give myself more time to do other things to grow and promote the brand as a whole and produce content for other platforms. That was part of that advice that I wasn't doing yet, so we shall see. We shall see about how everything will progress going forward, but it's not like I'll be doing nothing on the days that I'm not streaming. It's just that I will be doing other things to help grow the whole brand rather than just the Twitch channel. And, quote, hoping that people come and show up to the stream and I grow the stream organically over time just by virtue of streaming consistently all of the time. Yes, it is the Otaku Showboat brand, currently. Oh, I want to show you Pyanodon. So this is power. I want to show you my power that I've just set up. If my math is right, this is 1.2 gigawatts of power. Approximately 1.2 gigawatts of power that can be produced out of this. It's a little big, but I mean, compared to everything else, not so much. But I mean, it's over a gigawatt. It's over a gigawatt out of hydrogen and coke. I don't even think it uses it. I don't even think at maximum throughput or at maximum draw it would even use the full throughput of the 4 coke lines. So, yeah, a bit. It's a bit of power. Just a little bit of power that I now have available to me if I ever wanted to do tholins and particle accelerators, yes. Still needs more work, though, on this. I'm missing a lot of efficiency modules everywhere, and I'm trying to power it through solar, the actual stuff here, and there's a little error right here with these power poles, so technically 4 of these are looping pack power in to this, but anyway. But yeah, I now have this, and it's roughly squared as well. I can copy and paste this wherever I want, whenever I need power. So it's absolutely amazing, and it's now something that is a little bit bigger that can give a little bit more power than before. Also, I went to make those filters. Did my dudes actually bring me any? No. I guess they might have gotten stuck. You need power. You need power! Glorious power! Do the thing for me, please. At least make the Mark 1s. I am very limited by nichrome in the Circuit 2 chain right now. Imagine the footprint smaller with combustion turbines Mark 3. I mean, all it would change is the footprint of this section, because either way, this produces 2,400 units per second of combustion mixture to burn, and the Mark 3s are just going to increase the rate of burn of them, so it would only impact this here as part of the overall footprint, I think. If I upgrade to Powerhouse Mark 3s, that might impact a little bit. More efficient turbine, less materials. Well, I'm looking for... See, the way I'm going to approach it is I'm going to place the Mark III turbines to get even more power out of what I'm making in the same footprint. I'm not thinking about reducing anything when I go up to the Mark III turbines. Oh no, I'm not going to think about reducing much of anything. I'm going to be thinking about increasing everything. The factory must grow, as it were. But the Mark III changes the fluid consumption rate as well versus the Mark II. The Mark III consumes 100 units per second of the fluid, the combustion mixture. So that also needs to be taken into consideration versus the output of stuff and things. Yes, the efficiency is greater, which is more power in the end. I'm still going to need to consume 2,400 units per second of combustion mixture. So 24 of those turbines versus 40 of the Mark IIs. Where are my thingies? Way over here. Way, way, way over here. Oh hey, filters. I haven't even looked at fusion. Like, that's something I haven't even remotely considered yet, or looked at, or seen how much energy is involved or created through fusion, through any of the fusion processes. Although I know there are going to be some spots I'm going to need, like helium and stuff, that are part of the fusion stuff, so that will eventually be a thing. Where is nitrogen? Yeah, you. I need you. The glorious nitrogen. 18, 1. Ooh. Okay. 1? I don't have any speed modules on me. Figured. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let's see. Pumps. Pumps. Where are my pumps? 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 Bring me pumps. I need pumps. I also need to deal with the O2. You. Goodbye. And then you. And you. There we go. Pumps. Did you bring me pumps yet? Nope. How many pumps do I need? 2, 3, 4. 4 pumps. Each. I think. Is it 10 or 20? On pressured air. I forget. I forget. How much do you need? 96. Okay, not 96 out of this, but yeah. Doink. Yeah, that'll be good. That will be better. That's more reasonable. Speaking of reasonable, doink and doink. Still don't have those stack inserters yet. Still don't have stack inserters. I need filtration media. Stack a little bit bigger. Oh wow, I've actually got a full stack of efficiency modules now. It's as if I'm actually making circuit 2s again. Am I actually? No. Oh, little bit. Little bit. They actually are being made. Just a tiny bit. It's the stupid nichrome. Nichrome is the issue. Where are these? These. Here. You there. It is 20, so it is only 2. Even the robots look slow now. Yeah. Yeah, it is a big base. I also have a little bit of trouble right in here, where the bots are trying to fly across a lake and get to a point where they need to recharge, and the closest recharging station is the point they left, so they keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to infinity and beyond, because they're trying to get to something down here. Something down here they're trying to get to from up here, and they can't make that journey. They just can't do it. How's this salt looking? That one's dead. But... oh. What? Yeah, that would be a reason. I could have a permanent fix to that, but do I need the salt water from this anymore? Not particularly. In all actuality. Alright, you are officially moving. Nichrome! Beautiful, glorious, wonderful Nichrome. Now to go and put a requester chest onto the ferrite. Or at least on the belt where the Nichrome is coming in to do the ferrite, but whatever. I can do this with loaders as well. This will be interesting, to say the least. It will favor what's loaded in that's being produced further down the bus, which I think is what I want. I think that's what I want. So you there. Here's what's gonna happen. A requester chest is going to exist here. Requesting a Nichrome. Nichrome! All of it. It will request all of it in existence. Until it backs up and it fills, and I never worry about Nichrome again. That is a solution to my Nichrome. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the Nichrome! Here it comes! So I can finally get more ferrite. My limitation was never nickel, it was the chromium coming in. But even now, it's like, what is going on with the chromium? Because I do have the full belt-ish coming in, giving me a fair amount out. Of course, I could just, you know, go the route of the molten chromium at this point. Right, a lot of it is going into drill heads at the moment. That is the reason why the Nichrome is so bad, is because I am in need of a backup on drill heads. I have a lot of drill heads that need to be produced. Oh hey, it's backed up. It's backed up, guys! How many Mark II HPFs do I have? 4. Yeah. How much is 4 of these again? 2 per second. How much you want to bet? Yeah, that's what I thought. How many do I need for... oh. Well, that's convenient. 3. What? Screw you, inventory. Are you... It won't let me pick up the thing, even... like, What? Sheesh. There. 3 of these. It's the same output, reduced on the amount of nichrome in particular being consumed out of these. That's what I was specifically looking for. I should have done that a long time ago. And also, speaking of which, this should do the same thing. Right? Yeah, to conserve on the iron. I'm going to do output priority right on there. That was 8 per second that I was looking for on the output. If I needed 8 per second, oh god, that's 6. I'm 1 short. I'm also short on... Or, no, I shouldn't be short on productivity. What am I thinking? 2, 1.5... Yeah, that's fine. I can still kill this one. Not the best, but still better. Yeah. So 7 and then 1.5-ish. That'll work. That will work, and that'll keep these going perpetually. Should now have enough nichrome. I hope. Might even back up on the ferrite, we shall see. Huh? Wait, 3.2? Was I never making... I might not have ever been making enough in the first place. Where I've just... I've completely eluded me on everything else. 0.64. Oh. Yeah, that's enough. That would be enough. 0.64, yeah. Okay. That works just fine. So these are now operating fully. A whole 1 per second equivalent. Still, that's a lot better than what it was. And it will need to back up before these get added onto the network and can start going places. Which means I'm going to end up having a lot of efficiency modules pretty soon here. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of efficiency modules pretty soon here. Maybe even some speed will exist. I need a lot of efficiency modules. For reference, I need... Now, my self is blocking the alert at the bottom, but I need 566 efficiency module 1s to fill current construction robot orders. Or whatever robot places the dang things. I also need 50 speed modules, 30 stack inserters, 4 high pressure furnace 2s, and 6 of something. I don't know that icon off the top of my head. It's a Mark II thing. This solid sep? Yes, it's a Mark II, 6 Mark II solid seps, which means it's part of this right here. Guar stuff. Alright. Moving along. Moving right along. That was just to get to where I needed to... Ooh. Hello. Plans have changed slightly. I now have a buffer of some glorious red belt. I now have a chest of red belt. Isn't that beautiful? Also, yeah, it won't last forever. For the record, the chromium, I don't think is still producing enough to keep these moving at a fast enough clip to keep producing enough ferrite to keep those circuit 2s going at maximum capacity at all times. It's made it better for now, but once I clear my buffer of chromium that I currently have at the end of my bus, it's not going to keep at this rate. Which is why I'm working towards eventually getting more chromium. Eventually. Speaking of eventually, of eventualities, I went and I used my high pressure furnace 2s when I was going to need to use it for calcium carbide out of lime. So I needed, or I wanted to do more space efficient acetylene here. I need 150 per second. Seriously? Alright. 1 speed module each as I make non-zero speed modules. However, this is 15! 15 per second of calcium carbide. Oh joy. Oh bliss. 3 of you. Can you use these? Ah, okay, that's a little bit nicer. Still. 15 per second. 16? Really? Really, really, really? No. Boink. Boink. No. Boink. Boink. There we go. That is better. How is that better? Well, it allows me to do the 15 per second out. Still going to need a lot of coke and a lot of lime. A lot of coke, a lot of lime. I should have the coke. I may or may not have the lime. Just saying. May or may not actually have the lime. Mark 1 HPFs aren't there. Bring them to me, please. Come on, my robots. Oh, hey, speed modules. Speed and speed. Yes, thank you, Constructobots, as well, for doing the things. Placing all those. How much lime? 2.8. Something tells me that the lime can also have some productivity. So, I did not do the math comparing acetylene being made out of calcium carbide versus tholins when taking into consideration the productivity modules. I did not take productivity modules in consideration in that math. So there's a possibility that by reducing the amount of coke consumed by using productivity modules, yes, it increases the raw amount of power needed, but anyway, yeah, it seems to me like the productivity modules might make this better than Tholins, energy-wise, but we shall see. Limestone, of course. Do I have like a line doing limestone? Probably not. A line of soil extractors doing limestone. That would be ideal, actually. I know I have soil extractors doing limestone. At least somewhere. Two with a lot of speed. With a lot of limestone, okay. Let's see, so 2.8. That is 4. Do I conserve gas vents? No. Nah, let's not conserve gas vents. I still don't have stack inserters happening yet. So things will be limited regardless. Did I really want to do it this way with the output each individually into a chest? Probably not. I sort of designed it to like output onto a belt to go into a chest at the end, but meh. Meh. I'll leave it. Then you end up producing a bit of slacked lime that I'll just void. And we'll need water. Water, water everywhere. There's your water. As well as... Ew. Alright, well, I'll just do the pipes differently then. Slightly. Oh wait, I don't need solid out. Right. Never mind. I can do pipes normally. Let's see, you're not requesting anything yet. Let there be power to all the things. To all of the things. Voiding slacked lime. I have dedicated slacked lime production, so I'm not particularly worried about not doing anything with slacked lime for now. Is there like a reverse recipe? Product of slacked lime, but make... Oh, it just goes back into limestone by adding salt. Oh well. Wish it would have gone back into lime rather than limestone. Interesting though that it's salt into sodium hydroxide. Okay, you've got your stuff now. You all are moving, of course limited by the throughput of a standard inserter here, as well as my robots bringing in sufficient amounts of coke and limestone. I'm assuming that I even have enough limestone for this. And in the last 5 minutes, oh boy. The last 5 minutes of the day today. Which, oh, also reminds me, so you see how much space this takes? Compare that to Tholin's. Remember what I said about, the entire game being the only resource you have ultimately is space that you spend. Tholin's may save you on power in the end compared to this, but this is a heck of a lot less space than the Tholin setup, so I think in the end, just space-wise, even if this uses a little bit more power, I think it still works out in the end. Although, I do need to say, this also does take up a pretty big footprint of your, coke production. Also, speaking of coke production, I might wanna do... Basically have another one of these, but without all the power stuff, and just shove the coke onto the network. 60 per second of coke onto network. That seems like a plan. At some point. Give me ground boring. I will set up this ground boring up here. I will still also need to set up additional limestone, maybe, at some point. Why are you moving, mouse? Lead, glorious lead. Lead boring, 150 per second of acetylene and 150 of lubricant and drill heads to give a belt out. A belt out. Speaking of a belt out, out, into that. Then standard requester chest. That's the drill heads. In acetylene, lube. Oh hey, isn't that convenient? Hello, acetylene. It's as if he planned it to be there in the first place. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't. I sure didn't know that that's how that was gonna work. We of course still have to do like the whole lead processing chain on top of all of this. This is actually highly inconvenient. Sure, I'll do that. Where is the lube line? Lube line? Wherefore art thou? There be lube down there. Let's bring lube line down. And bring lube line over. You. Once I finish this, we'll wrap things up for the day. So there's lube. Then it's power. Glorious power. With that, we are now making lead. We are now making lead and have enough power potential output for an extra 1.2 gigawatt. We actually, and in total, I think my base is capable of 2 gigawatts. I think that's how much power production potential I currently have in this base, is about 2 gigawatts in total, now that I added this 1.2. So what got done today was finishing this setup off for power production using Mark II gear where appropriate. Still waiting on this though, these high pressure furnaces to get going, get their butts in gear. And then went and focused on setting up the acetylene production. Also fixed a bit my circuit 2s, so circuit 2s should flow a bit better now. I'm down to 437 more requested efficiency modules, as well as 48 speed modules, so they're slowly ticking down how many I need. I need even more than that, but anyway, so that was that. Set up the nichrome here for that specific purpose of getting additional circuit 2 production going, killing that bottleneck for the moment. And then set up acetylene right in here through calcium carbide. So if I wanted to make the limestone for this, I would do so over here to really feed this. So acetylene, 150 per second up to via this, if I had the correct inserters and all that, to feed glorious amounts, non-zero amounts of these guys. I'm apparently waiting on more drill heads, please. Liz, more drill heads. So that's the lead ore. Next time, I will be processing this lead ore, as well as once I get that processing done, it'll probably take most of the day tomorrow. I will then focus on drilling fluid 2, because I will have additional silver on my network gotten through ground boring, which means I can then focus on that. And oh, my buffer of fluid 1 is full, so that means I am now officially starting to buffer guar gum, which is going to be great because that means I'll be able to get a nice big boost. Nice big boost when I set up the fluid 2 and the fluid 3 later on. But the fluid 2 will need ethylene glycol. I currently have some collagen. I would also need to figure out like scaling collagen as well. Fluid 2 is going to be interesting because it's like collagen, ethylene glycol, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Various stuff. I don't have any mixers on me to look, but anyway. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat, and if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow and to turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live for the remainder of this week. For the remainder of this week, every day, from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, but starting on September 1st, 2019, that is transitioning to Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. I hope to see you all on the next one as my chain of drill heads gets delivered. Oh boy, lots of busy bees. Lots of busy bees.